Hello students, today we are going to start with the very first lecture on international environmental law. Now before starting with any of the module of this particular law, I'm going to have an introduction of this course as well as will also give you the course outline and the learning objectives. Now international environmental law play a vital role in environmental protection as well as in order to ensure the liabilities and duties of all the states on this globe. Now, international environmental law is a separate branch of public international law, as well as it's comparatively new. It has a high implication on country like India, where the development is still taking place. Now, keeping the balance between the development and environment is a difficult task, and therefore, international environmental law play an important role in Indian legislation. Now, as per the course structure, we have tried to divide the whole course in three main themes. Now, number one theme will discuss all those concepts and general principles of international environmental law, such as concept of sustainable development, polluter pays principle, precautionary principle, and so on. Now, the second division of this particular course will discuss all those important treaties and conventions that played a vital and important role in development of international environmental law. The third division of this particular course will discuss all those current issues and challenges respect to international environmental laws and what could be the possible mechanism that could be adopted for effective environmental protection. Now, moving with the course objective, the first course objective is to understand the development of international environmental law and the various principles. The second objective of the course is to analyze all those mechanisms that can be adopted for effective protection of environment. And the third objective of this particular course is to analyze the role of international environmental law in protection of environment as well as in controlling the pollution. Now, before starting with any of the module of today's course, I'm going to have a detailed discussion on some of the basic concepts of international environmental law. Now, moving with any of the module of this particular course, there are some basic terms that we all need to understand. So, let's start with the very first definition of what is international environmental law. So, as the definition given by the International Environmental Law of Ministry of Natural Resources, the International Environmental Law is a body of law created by states for states to govern the problem arises between states. Now, if you see the definition carefully, there are different aspects of this particular definition. Now, this international environmental law is a branch of law that is created by the states, like the states come up together and then they themselves create a law for themselves so that they can tackle all those environmental issues like climate change, environmental degradation, and the natural resources. Now, so you all have to understand that why it is important to study international environmental law. So there are many reasons that you should know this subject in detail, but these are 5 major reasons. Now, the first reason is industrial revolution. Now, as we are as we already aware that industries are growing around the globe. But as the industries are growing, we also compromising our environment, right? So, industrial revolution actually, created a kind of apprehension in the mind of people that, slowly these industry will have those kind of impact on environment that will be irreversible. Therefore, it is important to establish the liabilities and duties of this industry at a global level. Now, the second important thing is changing lifestyle. Now, you know, we all are, having a different lifestyle that used to be there for our great grandfathers, right? Now, when they were child, they were having hardly any kind of, electronic gadgets around them. But as we are, moving with 21st century, now we are, all surrounded with different gadgets and different kind of substances that have toxic impact on environment, such as, let's talk about e-waste. Now, e-waste has a very bad impact because it is made up of different thousand elements that can affect the environment in a very adverse manner. So now this changing lifestyle is also an important factor that contributes in creating the pollution in environment. Now the third important thing is inadequate and improper disposal of waste. Now again, let's talk about e-waste. Now you all will be surprised to know that we are having a different guidelines for e-waste in India since 2011. But still, only 5% of e-waste is carried out in a formal sector. The recycling of e-waste is carried out in a formal sector. Rest of the 95% of e-waste recycling is still carried out in an informal sector, which means that there is no particular standards that followed in recycling of these e-waste, and therefore it discharged in environment without any precaution. Now, starting with the fourth importance of studying the international environmental law is the indiscrimination use of natural resources. Now, you all must be aware that there are different physical features, right? And due to those physical features, there are availability of different natural resources. When the use of those natural resources is a major concern, because the powerful countries, all those developed countries, has the capabilities to extract those natural resources at a very high pace, right? But then there are some countries where there is absence of science and technology, due to which they are not capable to extract those natural resources in an adequate manner. So international environmental law actually help and govern all those indiscrimination uses of natural resources. Now, the fifth point is international environmental crisis. Now, you all must be, aware about all those environmental crises going at global level, such as California wildfire or, China flood or the recent flood in Uttarakhand. Now, all these crises actually created a fear in the mind of people that due to, continuous different elements, we are actually destroying our environment. And therefore, it is really important to set accountability and liabilities to protect our environment in an efficient and effective manner. So there are other reasons as well due to which international environmental law play a very important role at global level. One of it could be the transboundary effect of environment. Now you all must be aware that environment is made up of 5 different components: lithosphere, biosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and ecology, right? Now, for example, when there was a fire forest in Amazon, then not only all those South American countries were concerned, but it was a crisis at global level. Why a person sitting in India was tweeting about the Amazon forest? Because Amazon is, produce almost 20% of oxygen of this globe, and therefore it is highly important. Now, if one day the Amazon forest will completely vanish, then we all will suffer ultimately, which means that whatever happening in South America is not only affecting the South America, but the whole globe. And therefore, due to the transboundary effect of environment is really important for every single individual living on this planet. And therefore, international environmental law is highly important for all of us to study.